Xinhua news agency recently reported that China has taken a decisive step in its ongoing effort to clean up the ranks of its military leadership by expelling two senior generals, Weidong and Miao Hua, from the Communist Party of China and stripping them of their military status. This move has sent shockwaves through China's political and military circles as the country's anti-corruption campaign, known as cracking down on tigers and flies, enters its most intense phase since the 18th Party Congress. On the same day, China's Ministry of National Defense announced that a total of 9 military officials had been expelled from the party, with Weidong and Miao Hua standing out as the most prominent cases, underscoring Beijing's determination to root out corruption from within its armed forces. The spokesperson for China's Ministry of National Defense, Zhang Xiaogong, emphasized that this decision reflects the Central Military Commission's zero-tolerance stance on internal corruption and its determination to reinforce strict military discipline. Weidong, 68, formerly vice chairman of the Central Military Commission and a member of the Politburo, was considered one of the most powerful generals within China's military establishment. Miao Hua, 70, also a member of the Central Military Commission and former director of the Political Work Department, played a key role in overseeing ideological guidance and personnel management within the armed forces. The removal of these two figures highlights the gravity of the alleged violations and sends a strong message that no one, regardless of rank or influence, is beyond the reach of party discipline. According to Zhang Xiaogong, since the 18th Party Congress, the Chinese military and the People's Armed Police have strictly followed the directives of the Central Committee and the Central Military Commission. Under the direct leadership of President Xi Jinping, the anti-corruption campaign in the military has been carried out with the principles of no forbidden zones, full coverage, and zero tolerance, aiming to restore integrity and order within the officer corps. With the approval of the Central Committee and the Central Military Commission, the CMC's Discipline Inspection Commission and the Supervisory Commission have launched investigations into the 9 officials. Findings revealed that all had committed serious violations of party discipline and were suspected of abusing their positions to obtain extraordinarily large sums of money. These offenses were deemed extremely serious and damaging to the military's internal credibility, undermining public trust in the armed forces. Based on the investigation results, the Central Committee decided to expel all 9 individuals from the Communist Party and transfer their cases to military prosecutors for legal proceedings. The Central Military Commission also issued an order to revoke their military status, stripping them of all ranks, benefits, and titles, a rare move in recent Chinese history that underscores the leadership's determination to cleanse the military ranks. Zhang Xiaogong affirmed that the strict punishment of these individuals demonstrates the firm resolve of both the Central Committee and the CMC to push the anti-corruption fight to its ultimate conclusion. He stressed that no gray areas will be tolerated within the Chinese military. Corruption will be pursued relentlessly, regardless of rank or position, to ensure the integrity, discipline, and absolute loyalty of the armed forces to the party and the nation. Over the past year, China's political scene has undergone dramatic upheavals, marked by sweeping purges within both the military and the party apparatus. The mass expulsion and demotion of high-ranking generals and officials have shocked not only domestic observers, but also drawn intense attention from the international community. The most prominent figures in this campaign are Weidong, former vice chairman of the Central Military Commission, and Miao Hua, former CMC member and head of the Political Work Department. Both were once highly influential within China's military system. Xinhua news agency and the Ministry of National Defense asserted that the harsh disciplinary actions reflect the leadership's resolve to uphold the principle of no exceptions and no forbidden zones in the fight against corruption. However, behind these bold proclamations lies a deeper question about the stability of the power structure that Xi Jinping has meticulously built over more than a decade. Every internal purge carried out in the name of anti-corruption also serves as a stress test for a system where power is concentrated in a single leader's hands. Since Xi launched the anti-corruption campaign after the 18th Party Congress, he has consolidated power and eliminated rival factions within the party. Analysts note that while these measures help him maintain absolute control, especially over the military, the core pillar of any Chinese regime since Mao Zedong, they also come with hidden risks. The removal of top generals is not only a disciplinary measure, but also a political message to the entire system. Absolute loyalty is the only currency of survival under Xi's rule. Yet power maintained through fear carries the risk of backlash. The rapid succession of investigations and punishments has created unease within party ranks, where middle-level cadres, the operational backbone of China's bureaucracy, have become overly cautious, fearful of making mistakes or being implicated. When every decision must be politically safe, innovation and initiative decline, leading to bureaucratic stagnation. The military, Xi's most trusted power base, is now feeling this strain. According to the Financial Times, the repeated purging of top commanders has fostered an atmosphere of suspicion and anxiety within the People's Liberation Army. Some experts warn that such deep internal purges could erode morale and even impair combat readiness. Rapid leadership changes also disrupt trust and cohesion between command levels, weakening unity and operational efficiency. The Guardian further noted that Miao Hua, who once oversaw political and ideological control within the military, was a key figure in ensuring party loyalty among officers. His removal suggests that this campaign targets not just corruption, but also loyalty and power consolidation. At the strategic level, this represents an effort to eliminate any potential alternative power centers within the armed forces, a threat that China's leadership has historically feared most. Nevertheless, continuous purges have also created gaps in personnel in the political and military hierarchy. As key positions are rapidly replaced, the system needs time to stabilize and rebuild trust networks. This comes at a time when China faces multiple challenges: economic slowdown, rising unemployment, and escalating tensions with the U.S. and neighboring countries. Instability in the military leadership could therefore affect strategic decision-making capacity. Another notable dimension is public reaction. In the early years of Xi's anti-corruption campaign, the Chinese public largely supported it as a move to clean up the system. But today, growing skepticism has emerged as scandals continue to surface, while citizens see little improvement in their daily lives. If public support wanes, the campaign could lose its most crucial foundation: social trust. In the long run, Xi Jinping's power remains the strongest since Mao's era. He controls the party, the military, the security apparatus, and the national propaganda machine. But this also means the entire system is unprecedentedly dependent on him personally. Should Xi's health, reputation, or political support ever weaken, China could face a succession crisis and internal instability. Thus, the recent purges serve both as a testament to Xi's strength and as a reminder that any system built on extreme centralization carries inherent contradictions. In the short term, these actions reinforce his absolute authority. But in the long term, if fear and distrust continue to spread within the party and the military, cracks may begin to form in the very foundation of Xi Jinping's empire.